Thank you so much for that. This is sure to be an exciting game as we're going to head to the Sky Dome, I refuse to call it Rogers Center to this day. And Michael, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy to make my return to ML BotBall. I've been gone for a little bit, but excited to do this game. Got an ace on the mound for the Phillies, and then you got Ryan Barucki. Blue Jays fan may need a pick-me-up after real-life baseball tonight, and hopefully Barucki can provide them that. And I'm also happy we got the two people for this booth with the most seventh-inning stretches done for BotBall. Me with like 2 or 3, and you with like 100 plus. So a new achievement for BotBall.
I I should have kept a running tally of how many times I've actually done this stretch at this point, but of course, since we're at the Sky Dome, I do have a older recording of OK Blue Jays we're going to be playing. So my elbow's all messed up somehow, but that's why I keep recordings of everything in case stuff happens. Contingency plans are important, people.
Yes, yes, it is. And speaking of contingency plan, the Blue Jays starters, they're missing their top two. Hyun-Jin Ryu, Tanner Roark. They've been missing both of those guys for about a month. And that's why Barucki's in this rotation, who's kind of a much hated long reliever who gave up a lot of games. Now he's in this rotation. He's kind of he's not their worst starter, actually. He's like a mid guy, but their rotation is pretty awful. So it's not much.
That's high praise. He's not the worst.
He's not the worst, but also their entire pitching stinks. Like I think they only have two guys with ERAs under 4, and that's Anthony Bass and Ken Giles. That's it. That's two of their relievers. None of their starters do, because the two ones that had it under or may have had it under are hurt. So they're hobbled. Phillies can be eliminated, I believe, if they lose tonight. So
well,
playing for their lives.
I fully expect the Phillies to win this, not because the Blue Jays are doing a bit iffy, but because they are destined to be right around 500, and they're currently 2 under 500, so that won't do it. Here is EB's favorite man, Ryan Barucki, coming on in. That nice shiny ERA of 5.01. You love to see it, don't you, EB?
I'm not sure. His ERA may have gone down since he's been a starter. I know it's pretty high up there. I don't know if it was above 5, but
Philadelphia.
It's remained, at least it's remained around the same since he's become a starter. So I guess that's an accomplishment, but Philly's lineup, especially the top half bit, very challenging. So he's going to have to be careful with his pitches.
Yeah. Being actually careful will be very important, as we're going to see Bryce Harper warming up for a bit. They lingered a while, but opening pitch about to be underway here at the Sky Dome. Barucki delivers into the heart of the zone, hit up the middle for a first pitch single. Well, there goes the no-hitter.
About as quick as I expected for his no-hitter to end. But nice job by Harper. He kind of beat how the infield was shifted. And now Real Muto, who's gotten is a great hitter and a lot of accolades throughout his career.
So, after that first pitch single, now an 0-1 count to JT Realmuto. And that changeup hit into center as a blue. Now there's runners on first and second after 3 pitches. So, less than ideal. Looks like the Phillies are playing a bit of small ball, which I'm fine with. Don't necessarily need to hit dingers, although I would like to see it. And we see here D.D. Gregorius. He's been hitting some ding-dongs himself this year. 29, a career high. And that is going to be not hitting the zone low and away. Looks like it was just about outside with that changeup. 1-0. And changeup, middle. That's going to be a double play that advances Bryce Harper over to third. So that is, all things considered, not the worst. I mean, you're going from a nice, dangerous situation to suddenly, you do have a man at third, but now you just have to get Rhys Hoskins out. Does have that 110 RBIs, and the 241 average, but he is known to swing at pitches he probably shouldn't. So if you're dealing with the top of the order and 2 outs and you need to get one, he's the guy you want to face probably.
Yeah, and also only 5 pitches. So even though he's had faced 3 batters and 2 that have gotten on, they haven't been long at bats. They've kind of swung right away, so that works in Barucki's favor. And now he has the biggest challenge of all, because this guy's amazing.
Yeah, the sinker got a strike. Boom, 0-2 count on another sinker. So like I was saying, Hoskins likes to swing, swing, swing away. And now Barucki has some room to play around in the perimeter of the zone if he does so choose. I would send something, I don't know, maybe high outside personally. Instead, he's going low inside, ball 1. And Hoskins does not take a swing at that changeup, but still, I am glad to see that Barucki's not throwing a changeup middle. I mean, I'm personally not, but for the sake of doing good pitching, and ooh, that curveball is going to be low, not swung on. I've personally seen Hoskins make some interesting swings, so 2-2, 2 away, runner on third, top of the first. Just the 10th pitch of Barucki's night coming in here. Ooh, full count as that is going to miss low. Adam Hazley on deck. So let's see. I mean, what do you think he's going to send here?
I don't know. I think
across the
Hoskins is going to be aggressive because the fact that Hazley's behind him, and Hazley is a much worse hitter than Hoskins.
And change up, middle, hit up the middle. Exactly what I said he probably shouldn't be doing. So that's going to send a man home, bring Hoskins to first. So
the center fielder,
that's rough.
Adam Hazley.
All the hits, I believe, have come off change-ups right down Broadway. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe I have not been keeping track of the pitches they've hit but I believe they're all off speed. I don't think any of those are fastballs.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep a mental note and a sinker right there, but fortunately, you have is that Travis Shaw?
I believe it is Travis Shaw with a nice play.
Yeah, that could have been bad if he hadn't been right where he needed to be, but what could have been horrifying, instead just 1 run, but still 1 man comes across, so now you have Bichette, Guerrero, and Shaw due up, if I am not mistaken, and Aaron Nola, the man for the Phillies, up at the mound. He's got a 2.96 ERA, 1.12 WHIP. I love his stats, except the 12-7 record, which you can kind of chalk up to lack of run support generally. And oh my, I am glad that this is at the Sky Dome because Bo Bichette is a monster on the road and for whatever reason doesn't do nearly as well at home, but it all averages out to a 2.92, which is still just stellar. And Nola pitches way high, ball 1.
Bo Bichette, he's, besides maybe Vlad, I think he's kind of the brightest young hitter for this Blue Jays team, and it's the reason he's batting leadoff and playing a premier position.
So that's going to be a changeup hit to third, thrown to first. A good old 5-3 put out for out number 1. That's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting 250, 19 ding-dongs, 47 ribbies. Not too shabby. Nola's going to just hit that middle bottom of the zone with a 4-seamer. No swing, strike 1. That was a nice pitch to see. We see a 2 for 3 with a double from Vlad Guerrero last game. I'm sure if he can have a similar night tonight, it would be very advantageous, but swings straight through that 4-seamer. Going towards the top outside and a little bit faster than the last one. I'd personally like to see Nola throw some sort of off-speed pitch here. And preferably not like that, considering that was not an off-speed and not in the zone. 1-2. Contact on the 4-seamer, hit foul, stays 1-2. Anything other than a four-seamer, Noah? Come on, Aaron.
Guess he just thinks it's so dominant that he can overpower the young Guerrero.
Oh, man. Another four-seamer up in the attic. Count even 2-2. I mean, I don't know if he was expecting Vlad to swing at that, but of course he has a too good an eye for that. And another four-seamer up above the zone. It's hit high. Falls at the track. Let me make sure my lineup isn't all weird. Is it Alec Bohm? No. What am I? Everything's
No,
messed up.
it is
Scott
Scott
Kingery still is
Kingery.
there. Holy cow. Let me.
So,
I see what happened.
The
A formula got messed up. I fixed it.
Vlad's father would have swung at that high pitch. Not his son, though.
Alright, so as I fix my spreadsheet with a weird formula to actually have sensible lineups, Travis Shaw steps up. That's going to be ball one. See the Shaw versus Nola matchup. An interesting one. So he did throw a knuckle curve first, then goes with the fastball again. It's hit foul, 1-1. And that was a wacky knuckle curve. Sub 80. Ball two. Good thing there was no one on. And ooh, that was. Yet another four-seamer towards the outside. Swung on 2-2, two away. Bottom of the first. And contact on the knuckle curve. Hit foul towards first base. Stays 2-2.
I think he's going to go fastball here.
Let's see, is it? Oh. So that brings the count full. They're going to say it missed low. Tasker Hernandez warming on up. And he's going to have to wait a little bit because that four-seamer gets him swinging. So, at the end of the first, Philadelphia Phillies on top 1-0 against the Toronto Blue Jays at the Sky Dome. Boom, McCutchen, Kingery, due on up. It is so strange to see McCutchen in the
third baseman.
starting lineup. I'll have to adjust my brain a little bit for that.
Yeah, I mean, he was expected to be a starter coming to the year, just he struggled offensively. But so now he's DH when they're in the AL park. But he's mostly off the bench. Kind of weird, but it also makes sense to play the young guys in this season.
So, Barucki throws a sinker in the heart of the zone. Bohm hits it hard foul. Barucki then responds with a changeup that apparently hit the zone in the bottom. I guess it's 0-2 regardless. And swing and a miss. That's a three-pitch out. First strikeout for Barucki. That is a very different story than last inning, other than the fact that it's a low pitch count. So if he can really kind of use this as momentum moving forward, it'll be great. We see Andrew McCutchen stepping in.
No ball, one strike.
Swings, doesn't get the changeup. 0-1. McCutchen, the designated hitter here for these Phillies. And good eye. That's a low away. 1-1. I would have been pretty upset if he swung on that curveball.
2-1.
And that sinker's low. We see Tardis talking in the sidebar. Kutch's designated hitter versus lefties. Tomorrow it's going to be Alec Bohm at designated hitter with Bryce and Stott playing third. It's a nice little change-up over there. Or change-up in the order, I should say. That there is a change-up, though. Brings the count full. And hits the sinker. That's going to be a 3 unassisted for out number 2.
Batting it, the left fielder.
Vlad now playing first. He came up as a third baseman, but he is a bigger player, so I think eventually they'd have to move him to first. So why not do it early, and he can become a better defensive player at that position rather than playing half and half of his career at different positions.
Ooh, and Scott Kingery takes a sinker for strike one. Last game, 0 for 1. Interesting line to see in a game. That's going to miss inside 1-1 with a sinker. That's going to miss a bit low towards the inside with a curveball, 2-1. I'd love to see a kingery dingery here. Curveball, middle, almost. Just kind of hooked it into the third baseline stands. 2-2, 2 away, top of the second. Deuce is wild, and change it fouled away, stays 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, Kingery, I don't know what Kingery's homer thing is, like when he rounds or goes around the bases, but he should do something with because of his last name.
Oh, absolutely. And that sinker's going to be hit, and that's going to be a nice little 3 unassisted once more. We're heading to the bottom of the second. No more runs across Hernandez, Gurriel, and I can never remember how to say that. Is that Telez? I don't know.
It is Telez, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have my ways of saying things, but I'm like, wait a second. I am well aware I'm not always correct. So, Teoscar Hernandez stepping in, though. You see the numbers better against lefties than against righties, but evens out for still a very nice, respectable 2.55 average. First pitch is going to be high and inside, ball 1. Love seeing the bat just waggle around like that for the stance, and I don't love to see that. That's going to miss low. Changeup brings it 2-0. That's low and away, 3-0. Is he going to attack the zone, or is this going to be a 4-pitch walk? That's going to be a 4-pitch walk, as that 4-seamer is high, not swung on. So now the tying run on base. Go ahead run up at the dish. We see Gurriel with a 2.52, 85 ribbies, 31 homers. You know, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, I mean, leadoff walks, you know what they say, they're not good, don't do them. No one did it, not good.
They do say that. Words of wisdom for sure. Keeping him honest there. Ooh, swings through the changeup. Strike 1. We see the cursed graphic. Orioles grounded into 12 double plays.
He's going. No.
And they're going to say that missed, and now no double play opportunity. However, it's because he gets thrown out. You can't do that against JT Realmuto. The man has a cannon for an arm. I don't know. Let's see how close that really was. Really, that's the angle you're going to show? Come on, camera people. That was not the ideal angle, but whatever. We can see in the highlights. It's 1-1 one way. Up by 1. And that 1 is hit to third, thrown to first base. Out number 2.
Looks like there's a trivia in the chat. Two older starting pitchers that face off against each other in a regular season game. That's who that was, and Evie thinks Royer is one of them, but he doesn't remember the other. So it'd probably be, if that is the case, it'd be somewhere in the 2010s, I guess, or late 2000s. I forget when he stopped playing.
Ooh, and that is a mighty rowdy swing at a 2-seamer, strike 1. Contact on the 4-seamer. That's hit hard, and it's going to fall and be caught in left field for out number 3. Almost a ding-dong, but alas, nothing doing. It's still 1-0. Phillies on top of the Jays. Harrison, Harper, Realmuto due on up as we head to the third.
I'm going to jinx it already. The Blue Jays are getting no hit. I'm not going to class it, but people can say I jinxed it, even though it's like after 2 innings, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Sinker hit foul, 0-1. And we see Barucki with that. Still is at 28, so he's right where he wants to be pitch count wise. Change up, hit foul, 0-2. And that just freezes Josh Harrison. Change up in the low and away corner, gets a second strikeout of his night, and we see the AL East standings. I think they speak for themselves.
Kind of expected. I mean, the Boston traded away their best player. The Yankees spent money on Cole, and the Rays have a lot of talent despite the fact that their payroll is so low. And the Orioles are the Orioles, although, in real life it's a little bit different, but at least in a 160-game season, this makes sense.
Yeah, so sinker going to be a strike one. Another sinker hit foul down the third base line, 0-2. Bryce Harper, 1 for 1, already had a single right away in the game, and that's going to be low towards the outside, 1-2. Sinker hit about towards where it was before, maybe with a little less juice behind it, but still 1-2. Sinker hit, and guess the shift was on, because that's a sliding double.
Now back.
Yeah, a little bit of an outfielder shift, just like in his first at-bat, the infielder shifted for lefty. The outfield shifted as well. Sometimes they don't do it, sometimes they do, but twice Harper's kind of found where they're not, and single, double, he's halfway to the cycle with the two hardest parts to go.
Yep. So, after that nice double, JT Realmuto also 1 for 1 with a single in the first, comes back up, takes a curveball outside and low for ball 1. Rookie delivers right in the heart of the zone. That was a dangerous changeup. Those had been hit straight up the middle before, but instead 1-1, 1 away, 1 on. Phillies up by 1.
2-1. Come on.
Low 2-1. No, I should have also mentioned JT Realmuto 1 for 1. Just the other day with Adam, I kept saying 1 a billion times throughout the game, just like that, and that's going to be hit foul, 2-2. Sinker hit, and that goes foul. Oh man, if it could have gone just a little more left, perhaps things would have gone better, but it's a shame. I think he swung a little early. That's going to bring it full. Didi Gregorius standing on deck. I'm sure you'd feel much better with only 1 on rather than 2 on, so curious to see if Brookie's going to attack the zone. Oh, that. I have seen pitches in the same spot called a strike, but no, the low-way changeup is going to be called ball 4. So now there is a double play opportunity at second and third to end the inning. And Didi Gregorius grounded out in the first, but this is still a bit of a pickle that Brookie's finding himself in here. We'll see if he can calm down a bit, and that's going to be strike 1 looking at the sinker.
Yeah, and you wonder
see Bryce Harper's base is stolen.
You wonder with that walk if that fact that he is a lefty affected that, because the fact it's going from that side already, staying on that side. If he was a righty, it may be going across the plate a little bit, but it was outside, definitely.
Oh my goodness gracious. Talk about reflexes on multiple accounts. That laser is just caught, tossed over to try to get the double play, but alas, Bryce Harper able to tag back up. Oh man, almost had me at a loss for words. So now Rhys Hoskins 1 for 1, a single, an RBI, stepping up here as Brookie's 45th pitch of the night is incoming. Slider hit fouled away now. Last 5 games there are 2 ding-dongs with 3 RBIs for Rhys Hoskins. Ooh, and Rhys Hoskins swings the way he does, or tends to do here in BotBall. 0-2. Just one strike away from escaping more of a threat here. And, of course, Rhys Hoskins, as I said, swings at things he shouldn't. Sinker fools him. So, Barucki, after that one RBI, has shown poise in the face of adversity. It's still 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the third.
Barucki's gotten out of I screwed up the joke, but a mucky situation last night. I'm trying to do a rhyme thing. I just screwed up the entire joke.
So that'll bring up Danny Jansen. Last 5 games had 2 home runs himself. Be ball 1, and then the next is a 4-seamer in the zone, hit foul, 1-1. That knuckle curve left in there. It's going back. And it's all, I couldn't tell where it went. It's going to be a stand-up double. I swore that was gone, but nope, just bounced in the corner. Scott Henry able to get it. Ooh, that was wild.
Yeah, he just missed it the outfielder, but I jinxed it. Now they have the hit, so
yeah,
I'm gonna have to keep saying that they only have one and get a second, so on and so forth, to win the next game.
So indeed, there goes the no-hitter. Nola goes with another knuckle curve there. Tying run in scoring position. Go ahead, run at the plate. What'll Randall do here? He'll look at a strike right through the heart of the zone. If you would have swung at that, could have been a bit risky. Wasn't even high heat, but alas, 1-1. 30th pitch for Nola is going to be swung through. 1-2. Would have been a strike anyway. And swung through once more with that nasty knuckle curve. That's out number 1. Second strikeout for Aaron Nola. Gonna get another look at that.
Well, this is it's a big strikeout there because the 9 hitters, their top 8, really big of a threat. 9th hitter not as much, although obviously Drury has been in the league for a while, but definitely not a guy he's not gonna have a lot of pop on his bat.
Yeah, it's, you see only 5 home runs, although the 239 average is respectable. 1-0 pitch incoming, swung on, missed. That changeup blown away, more low than away. 1-1, 1 away, 1 on. Toronto down by 1. And that's going to be a low ball 2. Changeup doesn't hit the zone. Ooh. 4-seamer right through the zone. Looked at as it just sailed across the plate. Could have potentially brought a man home and tied it up, been swung on, but instead it's even. What will Nola bring here? Gonna get him chasing the knuckle curve outside. That is out number 2, third strikeout for Nola.
You can see why he's this team's ace and leading the league in pitching. Where he's such a good pitcher, and the Phillies are lucky to have him. Sucks the rest of their rotation is not as good as him, and Wheeler's kind of been a bust for them this season. But at least you got Nola.
Yeah. As the knuckle curve is going to be strike 1 with Bobichette, the top of the order, back up, grounded out in the first 0 for 1 on his night. Knuckle curve going to be hit, and that's going to be a 4-3 to get us out of inning number 3. Jays leave 1 stranded, still 1-0. We're heading to the top of the 4th. Hazley, Bohm, McCutcheon due up for Philadelphia.
Good part of the lineup. If you're Barucki, you need to get these guys out. This is top 4. It's the difficult part, but after that, it's kind of a little bit smoother sailing.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like there's a little bit of chatter in the dugout there for the Phillies. Unfortunately, I'm not a lip reader, so I can't know what they're saying. And yeah, I was gonna say we weren't seeing Hazley warming up, so I was like, am I going crazy? But no, yeah, Hazley is in fact the man that we're gonna be seeing right now. Swings, misses on that sinker that's going towards the low and away. 0-1. That was nasty. And that sinker is going to be hit. It's going to go foul. 0-2. There's tightrope walking on that first base line, but it fell foul. And swing and a miss. Can't get a piece of that slider. 4th strikeout for Barucki, who is really fallen into more or less of a rhythm, it feels like. Started shaky to say the least, but I don't think you can ask for much better of a recovery. Is he going to be facing off against Alec Bohm now, who struck out in the 2nd. And that's a strike looking. Going with the sinker there. Swing and a miss. Another sinker. See that Bohm went 2 for 4 with a double last game. That's going to be a ball. Curveball going to be low.
Pittsburgh's 42.5 games back in the NL Central. Crazy at the end of the year, those numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. So that sinker is going to be low away, not swung on. Count even 2-2. That's, oh man, just missing that low inside corner. Full count, 1 away with Andrew McCutcheon warming up. Will Alec Bohm get on base? He gets sent back to the dugout. He's going to hit that. It's slightly bobbled at 3rd, but easily thrown over. A nice old 5-3 put out for out number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated.
Yeah, and Barucki's been impressive today. You think he's going to eventually fall off, but we'll see. He's almost through 4. I don't know how much longer they'll go, how stretched out he is. He's been starting for a while, but he's still more of a reliever, so see how much longer Montoyo keeps him out.
Ooh, it'll be hard to say. His pitch count is kind of doing all right, but that's going to be a single.
Now batting, left fielder. God.
I was literally just about to say that he was right where he wanted to be, but now not so much. Now Scott Kingery, not where I'm used to seeing him, batting 8th here. Can we see the Kingery Dingery in the Sky Dome? I would love to see it. Been a while since I've been able to call one. No chance there, as that's high inside with the slider. 1-0.
And you said something about how you were researching stuff for home runs, so kind of excited to see what happens if someone hits one out of there.
Oh, yeah.
That's the ball.
Ooh, then you're going to say that changeup misses. Outside we see last 3 games, Kingery's hitting 3 for 9. So 0 for 1. This one's more or less a coin flip here, if we're playing purely statistically. And to simplify it massively, and sinker in the heart of the zone, hit fouled away behind home plate. 2-1. EB doesn't want the dingery. You can't predict it, you can't control it. Actually, I mean, I definitely did call Scott Kingery hitting the back-to-back dingery once, and that was a joy. So now at 3-1, we'll see if there's a green light. Will Barucki attack the zone? That's going to be low inside. That's going to be a walk with a changeup. So there's 2 on with Josh Harrison stepping back up 0 for 1 on his night. Barucki in a little bit of a bind, but nothing he hasn't worked out of already, and his pitch count at the moment is still not bad. We'll see if Harrison's going to extend this at bat, if Barucki's going to go for contact and keep it low. It's hard to predict. I thought he was going to be pitching for contact at the beginning. That's outside low, ball 1. But yeah, we see he's got a sizable chunk of strikeouts for where he's sitting at. Ooh, that was a risky pitch, but I guess it worked. Sinker hitting right in the bullseye area of that strike zone. 1-1.
This is a key batter because you really don't want to have to face Harper with guys on and 2 outs. Rather save Harper for next inning and wait to deal with him there.
Ooh, and that is going to be a 4-3 to end the 4th. So, as we see, Barucki maintains his composure. Then don't break. It's still 1-0. As we're heading to the bottom of the 4th, Guerrero, Shaw, Hernandez due up for the Blue Jays.
Leading up for
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. flew out in the 1st.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Aaron Nola throwing his 39th pitch of the night here. And it is going to be low towards the outside with a knuckle curve. 1 out.
Ball inside.
Inside towards lower area with the knuckle curve. Not swung on, 2-0. So now I fully expect to see heat in the zone. I will be fully surprised if Nola doesn't throw a 4-seamer. 2-seamer, okay. Hasn't been throwing that a ton, but I like the idea. It's fouled away, strike 1. Could have been a bit risky, but it did not work. There, we see a knuckle curve getting pretty nasty swing. Every time I see Nola's knuckle curve, it's a sight to behold, and that's a swing and a miss. Finally goes with the 4-seam to get the 3rd strike and the 4th strike out for Aaron Nola. Getting another view at that. Wowza. That was some good spin on that. Travis Shaw 0 for 1 with a strikeout on the 1st, back up. 4-seam is low towards the inside, ball 1. That hits the outside of the zone. Changeup brings it 1-1 with 1 away. We see the stat that Travis Shaw has 125 career home runs. That's a swing, but nothing doing. Can't get contact on the 4-seam. 1-2. Contact on that 4-seam hit hard, but goes into that 3rd baseline stand. Someone gets a nice souvenir. And swings and misses at the high inside 4-seamer. The 5th strikeout for Aaron Nola. 2nd out here in the bottom of the 4th, and there we see that pitch speed comparison. Pretty close. Nola has a slight edge, 96 miles an hour to Barucki's 94.
Yeah, and you'd almost think Barucki's 94 means more than Nola just because a lefty. I think James Paxton, the Yankees, last year he had the most, it was like 95 of a lefty for average velocity. I think for righties it was higher when it started. So maybe, I think if Barucki can kind of get his off-speed better, his fastball sets up a lot of stuff, but he seems to be very much more reliant on the sinker than he is on the fastball.
Yeah, especially noticing that here tonight, he's like the sinker, he seemed to like the changeup, whereas Nola seems to favor more of the knuckle curve with his non-4-seam. But going with another 4-seam, misses, low and away. 2-0 the count against Teoscar Hernandez. That's going to be up in the attic. 3-0. Gurriel is on deck. So we'll see what Nola's going to do here. Don't want to walk the tying man on, even with 2 away. Oh my goodness. That 4-seam sailed across the plate. Not swung on. 3-1. That could have been over the fence. And doesn't get a swing of that four seam up kind of near the elbow, I guess. High inside. Regardless, it's a walk. Not what he wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see.
Nola walks these guys, and he has so much good stuff that you don't even feel too worried. Because he could just easily strike out Gurriel on 3 pitches, swing or looking. With a guy like Barucki, I think it's a little bit more of a concern when that happens.
Indeed, and that four seam is going to be hit. And it stays fair, so they're sending the man to third, holding them there. So now they got tying run 90 feet away. Go ahead run and scoring position. And another man stepping up to see if they could get even more lead, getting another look at that. And that was just a beautiful bit of hitting. Not a whole lot you can do about that. Rowdy Tellez, did I say that right?
I believe, yes.
Anyway, Rowdy's 0 for 1 with a fly out. Changeup doesn't get in the zone, doesn't get swung on 1-0. I see Evie predicting that Rowdy's going to strike on out here. Ooh, that was, okay, they're going to say the two-seam did not hit the zone. I would have thought it scraped it, but it is in that coin flip kind of area, especially with the humps I've seen as a late 2-0. That's going to be towards the inside with a knuckle curve. Not swung on. 2-1.
Like it hung.
Two-seam gets a swing, gets contact, hit foul towards third base. 2-2, 2 away, 2 runners in scoring position. Chance to tie it up or even take the lead, and then some. That's missing low. It's now a full count. I mean, there is an open first base to walk, but walking the bases full is never a good thing. So this, the 60th pitch in Nola's night, could be right on pace for what you want if he can get the out here and the two seams fouled away.
Yeah, and yeah, you know, there's an open base, but yeah, you kind of just want to get out of this if you're Nola, because the more it happens, the more mistakes going to cost you.
Oh, that was almost a mistake, as that was hit hard, but did go into those first base seats. Pretty close to the foul pole. Enough to make you pucker a bit. Two-seamer. Oh my goodness. Caught off of a bounce. That's a 5-3 to bring us to the top of the 5th. The Blue Jays have a bit of a, you know, a bit of a glimmer of hope, but can't do anything. Leaves some men on. Harper, Realmuto, Gregorius stepping back up for the Phillies. It's still 1-0, much to my surprise.
And that ground could be the kind of turning point. The top lineup up. It's Rocky's 5th inning. He doesn't get worse as he goes along, and Blue Jays had their biggest threat to score, and they were not able to succeed.
Then they called that a strike with the sinker. Then obviously a strike in the zone swung through, but I am colorfully shocked that that is a 2-0 count now. As Barucki quickly approaches his nicest pitch of the night, sinker fouled away, remains 0-2, so we'll see just how nice Barucki's nicest pitch will be here.
Let's see. That one's
outside, bit low, 1-2.
And you wonder that first pitch, either maybe it's Barucki's veteran presence that got him the call, or maybe Hunter Strickland paid the umpire off.
Sinker gets Harper to swing. Bit strikeout for Barucki. Oh my goodness. Something tells me Harper's not happy. Call it a hunch. This brings JT Realmuto 1 for 1. Yeah, it's a piece. The sinker hits it foul. Swung like he wanted, but looks like he maybe have been a bit early on it.
Barucki up over 70 pitches now.
Ooh. In the dirt towards the outside of the zone. 1-1, one way. Sinker hit up the middle. What do you know? The same spot all the hits seem to be coming for Barucki. Oh, man.
Now batting, shortstop,
Seeing the team leaders for hits there. It's a sharp drop off at a certain point, but Harper and Luto Gregorius do pretty well. Speaking of which, Didi 0 for 2 on his night, stepping back up with 1 away and a runner on. Gets a piece of a slider. And, ooh, okay. That was a bold decision. So now we've got runners on the corners.
Yes, we do, and Baraki, got to think someone's warming up to take him out, but you never know. They tend to use these guys longer than they should, especially Baraki, as Toronto fans very well know in this softball season.
Yeah, I don't even know if we've seen anyone warming up for the Jays at this point. Rhys Hoskin takes swing much as he likes to do. I believe it was on a sinker, 0-1. There is the double play opportunity, so Baraki could easily get out, or he could just strike him out because, that's another sinker swung on. Rhys Hoskin's there, you see, 4th in National League. I'm not kidding when I say he likes to kind of swing at stuff he shouldn't. So 0-2, pitch incoming. Shows a bit of discipline. Change up low, not swung on, 1-2.
I think you'll take the trade-off, though. Even though you don't want a lot of strikeouts and you want to amend that, he has over 40 home runs. I think you'll take that from your number 4 hitter, despite the fact that he is coming out a lot.
Absolutely. I just love to give him a hard time, and that is a felt generous call, at least for Rhys Hoskins. It's now 2-2. I would have thought that was a strikeout. Looking, but apparently not, and that's going to be inside. Bringing the count full. Don't want to walk the bases juicy. Granted, it is Adam Hazley on deck, who's not the most powerful hitter, but still. This is the 80th pitch of Baraki's night. You might need to yank him if you can't get it, and the sinker is going to be a hit. Just foul. Couldn't stay fair, almost dangerous. Instead, repeating the full count.
That's off the corner. Ball 4.
And Hoskins shows a bit of discipline.
Not even a competitive pitch. Had really no break at all. And that's why you see the pitching coach, Pete Walker, coming out to talk to Baraki. Maybe stall some time for a reliever.
Yeah, because we still have not seen bullpen act. Hey! Simeon Woods Richardson, and the other one was Sean Reed Foley, right?
Yeah, but is Woods Richardson's name without a dash? Or maybe it's just a coding error, or they couldn't fit it on the screen.
Limitation for space, as that's going to be a sinker hitting the inside low corner. We do see the last 7 games. Hazley has a chunk of runs. So the bases are juicy. We'll see what he can do, and that slider is a hit. It's not going to be a ding-dong, but they're sending, of course, the man home. So, sac fly. It's now 2-0 in the top of the 5th. Still 2 on.
The third baseman.
This is are they gonna pull? Is he staying in? What are they gonna do here?
I guess they're keeping him for Bohm, and we'll see if they regret it. They could. One swing of the bat and this game's out of reach, but 2-0 game, it's still manageable. You could scratch off 2 runs off the bullpen, which is it's all right. It's better than the Blue Jays, but it's not superb.
That's a ball.
Yeah, not superb at all. We saw the sinker be inside for a ball, but there we see the. I feel like there's definitely a hyphen in the name, but it can't display properly. That would be my assumption. Because it doesn't look right to me. Ooh, that didn't look right to me. I'll personally take it, but I don't believe that was the right call 2-0. That looked to hit that low inside corner. That changeup hit up the middle up against the man home. Sure thing. Throw just not at all in time. That's another man across. 3-0 Phillies over Toronto. Still 2 men on, still 2 men away. Still top of the 5th. Is Barucki still going to be out there after this? And EB, you did told us. Hey,
I would ask
Still
what
there.
he's going through his head, but I'm sure he's just used to this disappointment coming from Barucki.
Oh,
there it is.
Look.
Ding dong! Ding dong!
No. Ah.
Was that the right one? Or the... Oh wait, that was foul.
They called it back, so I had to hit stop. Oh man. So that's the longest strike you can really possibly see. Swings like he wants it. That's going to be strike 2. And my goodness, my heart is racing. I like how you didn't even realize it was there. I'm like, wait a second.
I saw the animations. I was like, oh, it's gone. I didn't realize it was like the one, the wave animation where he's like tries to keep it fair. It's not.
So now 1-2. I'll have to use a different one if I guess the ding dong. That's thrown away, not swung on. So 2 and 2. 2 away, 2 on. Let's see what Ryan Barucki is going to do in this situation. He has one more ball to throw before he walks him on and gets a swing. That changeup fools him. So, all things considered, that could be significantly worse. The Phillies did not double up their score as we got fooled by that camera angle, but it is 3-0 as we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Jansen, Grichuk, Drury do it for the Blue Jays, who are going to try to get any sort of response going here at the Sky Dome. I can't believe it. I was so happy that I was going to get to play it, because that's a long sample that plays out. Like,
We should have called a home run derby. You could have done one for each home run.
oh my goodness. I did have the census stretch for that at very least.
Fair enough.
Leading off for the Jays,
So now,
the catcher,
Danny Jansen
number 9.
doubled in the 3rd, 1 for 1 on his night, stepping up. Sure would be nice to get some sort of leadoff hit here to get some momentum rolling, especially after the Phillies may feel a little bit deflated. They almost doubled out their score, as I said, but alas, the ball couldn't stay fair. And they're going to say that's a strike. I swear we've seen that same positioning not called a strike, but oh well, consistently inconsistent is still consistent? I don't know.
I guess. Managers won't be happy though.
So no question on that. That knuckle curve does not hit it. It's a bit too low. Right on the inside edge. And he goes to the other side, blown away. Changeup swung on, 1-2. Four-seamer put towards that low way corner, hit foul, stays 1-2.
And that was probably Barucki's last inning. Just over 90 pitches. But we'll see. Maybe they keep him back out there and let him blow this game more open.
Knuckle curve, low way not swung on, count even 2-2. Fouled away, so still 2-2 as Aaron Nola will now deliver his nicest pitch of the night. We'll see who it's nice for right now.
3-2.
All right, brings the count full. Randall Grichuk warming up on deck right now.
Take it back.
And that's blown away, not swung on him at the changeup. That's a walk to start the bottom of the 5th. No, it's not. It's something that I've always wondered is the momentum of a walk versus the momentum of a single versus the momentum of a hit by pitch. Like the result's the same, but with how mental the game is, I've often wondered how it would affect the way the rest of the lineup goes.
I mean, I think it affects the next hitter's approach the most. I think with single, you may be more aggressive, because he's like giving up hittable pitches, depending on how it's hit. The walk, it's like, okay, maybe I'll be more patient at the at-bat. He's a little bit wild.
Yeah.
Hit by pitch, you're kind of maybe you crowd the inside less. You move a little bit back in the box. You don't want to get hit.
Yeah, as you say that, 2 knuckle curves, one more towards the outside, one more towards low, both in the low outside, not swung on because We just saw that walk, so very good point, and it doesn't bite on that. It's way inside. It's now 3-0 with Brandon Drury on deck. You really don't want to walk a second man on and basically just allow a man to be the tying run for free, and that's exactly what he does. It's a 4-pitch walk, 4-seamer outside, not swung on. So, oh, how the turntables. Brandon Drury, right before bringing back up the top of the order for the Blue Jays, has 2 on, no away. Could tie it up with just 1 swing of the bat.
Yes, he could, and I'm sure you'd be looking forward to it because then you get to see your call. But Drury,
in a weird way.
Yeah, in a weird way. I mean, he also, it's interesting with Drury.
Wrong.
He had that whole thing with his eyesight when he was on the Yankees, and then Andujar got called up, and he tipped Drury. And now Drury's kind of back to how he was before when he was with the Diamondbacks and similar production, but it's kind of a weird career for him overall.
Absolutely, and Drury is at the 0-2. Nola has room to play around the perimeter. That's what he's going to do inside with the 2-seamer. Not swung on. So now 1-2. Still a little bit of room to play. I was half expecting to see a knuckle curve low away, honestly. Ooh, goes at the top of the zone at the 4-seamer, gets a swing, gets his 6th strikeout, and now sets up a double play to end the inning at second and third. But still 2 outs to work with each man representing the tying run at the plate. Whenever they do come up, Bo Bichette, at the top of the order, has grounded out twice. This would be the time to change it. No opportunity on that pitch, 4-seamer. Way up high, a little bit towards the inside, as Nola is going to be delivering his 80th pitch of the night right now.
Yeah, we haven't made a pun on Bo Bichette yet, but if he hits a home run, it'll be Wo Bichette.
Whenever I hear Bo Bichette, I think of Boba Fett, so I picture him being in like Mandalorian armor.
That would be cool. I agree.
Ooh, man. Good thing that was a 2-seamer, I guess. Hasn't been using that as much. That was dangerous right in the heart of the zone. Swung straight through. But the 1-2 pitch is going to miss low towards the outside. So count even 2-2.
And there's an interesting stat for those pitches like that 2-seam. It's called the meatball step. Basically, balls down the middle and what you do with them, if you hit them in play, if you foul them off, you swing and miss. It's kind of interesting to see. Some hitters are better with that than others. I think the average is around like 60-something%, 60 to 70% of hitting it in play. But it's cool they keep a stat on that, and they call it a meatball stat.
I love it, and I am not as much a fan of that. Full count with 1 away, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. warming up. You really don't want to walk him full. Knuckle curve hit, and bing, bang, boom, a 1-6-3. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Shortstop covered, 1-6-3. Another clutch double play, and waiting for, what's that command where he throws like a D battery or something like that? Something like that.
Hey!
It's a guy that came.
What's Richardson?
So he has a space between his last name. I think they couldn't fit it. I think it's like a middle and last name, or it's a 2-name last name. But
They're
either
really
way,
squeezing it in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty long. I'm sure there's some background behind that. But he's one of their long relievers.
Yeah, Scott Kimmery, the first man he's facing off against. 4-seam delivered, hit foul. Looks like it was aiming for the middle of the bottom of the zone. At this point, I'm sure just not giving up too many walks or hits. Really just not giving up runs would be appreciated. I feel like you could give up something. Ooh! That is
pretty nice pitch.
good opportunity for Kingery, but he doesn't even swing at it, so does swing at that one. Fouls away, stays 0-2. Yeah, I feel like as long as no more runs come across, as many hits as happen at this point, you just want to keep it within reason, and that is just a bit outside with the curveball, 1-2. And the bat explodes, and it felt foul, I suppose. That was wacky. Kingery quickly with a new bat. Looks at one going in near his elbow, 2-2.
Those broken bats hurt. I mean, it's wood splinter. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they react that much to it. It's more when it's in on their hands and they hit it. But I can imagine that hurts. I haven't really swung with a wood bat. I've only really used aluminum. I've only gotten to that level. But I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't caused more pain on these players.
Yeah. All I can think is maybe the fact that it's exploding apart absorbs some of the shock that would go through your arm, similar to how NASCAR stuff is designed to crumple to dissipate energy. Full count. And kind of messes it up a little bit, but regardless, that's still a 3 unassisted for out number 1. No Kingery Diggery, as I'm sure EB loves to see. So now, Josh Harrison batting in the 9 slot here at the Sky Dome. Is 0-2 on his night. Strikeout, ground out. Swings straight through that four-seamer in the hard zone. Ryan Dole, Justin Miller, pair of righties warming up for the Blue Jays.
Surprise. You think they, with the logic of these managers, usually these guys go long. They go 3 innings to get to the game, but maybe Montoyo is going to manage a little closer today.
I didn't even try to understand what half the managers do. Usually doesn't make sense to me, as that is, I believe, a 2-seamer hit foul, 1-2. Four-seamer hit hard. Back. Still double.
Close. You wanted it.
The right fielder, number 3. Right.
So you gotta get your game with 2 power, a team that hits more. You gotta get your Yankee game to call, because I'll be more.
Oh, believe me, I've been in the booth for so many Yankees home runs in the 7th inning. Even just the other day, the last
get
one.
One of those games. Get the White Sox, something like that, and you can get the more home run calls.
It stinks that a bunch of the teams that have the monster hitters I really don't like. Oh
Sure.
man, been in the booth for so many Stanton and Soler bombs, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll have to find a team that can hit for power and that you don't hate.
Well, here's something fun we can do in the Twitch, the command, Shark Teams. It doesn't mean I'm an active fan, but it means that if there's a team that I'm neutral about facing off against one of these teams, I will root for one of these teams. Born a Tigers fan. I live between Chicago and Detroit, so Cubs were the logical choice, and Duggo got me into the D-backs, and I somehow fell into the Phillies in BotBall. I don't understand it.
Must be Harper's locks.
I mean, technically, I've told this story multiple times. My great-grandpa was a scout for a little bit for the Philly Athletics way back, so not even the same team, but I managed to find a way to be sure, I'll just use this as a very weird, not actual explanation that I only... my dad didn't tell me until this summer.
Why aren't you an Athletics fan then? You haven't spread support for the Athletics, and that's literally the Athletics. You got a family member working for them.
Yeah, I mean, so that's out number 2, but I don't know. It's, like I said, I just found out, this summer, in the middle of BotBall. It was Father's Day, I think, when I found it out, and I was like, what? You've, repeated the same stories and say you only have so many, and you only now tell me this? This is weird, but, yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to...
Did he scout any players that are well known, or did he not tell you?
There's not a whole info. My dad didn't get a chance to talk to my great uncle before he passed away, and he had all the info. There's a bunch of like sparse things. Like there's a thing in a digital archive where I can see where it has my great grandpa's name written down and it has everything. And ooh, it's hit hard. It's going back. Nope. Boom. Ah.
It looked like it, and then when the outfielder kind of moved like that, and like, oh, that's tough.
So after giving me the worst case of blue balls, still 3-0. Guerrero, Shaw, Hernandez, due up. I want to just play. I have 3 different things, and there have been 3 chances at least. I could have played them all, but no. Guerrero now back up.
The ball curse, but so you were up to the Phillies and playing your team. So you playing the rest? You were up to you just finished the Phillies.
Oh yeah. Red Sox. I just enjoy Boston as a city. I visit there, like it. Blue Jays. I just have never had anything against them. I like the city. I've been to the Sky Dome. It was a lovely place. I had a panic attack at the top of the CN Tower, which was not nice, but a kind Canadian family allowed my family to cut in front of them to get on the elevator down. So I have very nice things to say about the people up in Canada. My parents moved to Houston, where my brother was born, to do graduate school, so they're Houston sports fans generally because they lived there for a while. Brewers, their name. Mets, I have no idea why. Mariners, I have no idea why. Rockies, I don't know. Beer.
I mean, that's why you mentioned the Brewers name. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, roll out the barrels is their stretch.
So then, who are you supporting more tonight? Because you said you mentioned the Phillies and the Blue Jays.
It's the thing where I was curious to see what would happen. I'm finding myself rooting for the Phillies, but I've been calling a billion Phillies games recently. If this were a real life matchup, I have no idea what I would think. A lot of it's I have to tell, and that's gonna be hit hard. It's going.
Maybe gone in. I don't know. Maybe gone in Yankee Stadium. I'm not sure.
I'm rooting for dingers at this point. Like, I don't care about a shutout. I just want to see something over the fence.
We should have played this game in the Polo Grounds. That would have fixed it all.
Oh my goodness. I want to bring back the Polo Grounds. We have the technology. We can build. I've said what we need to do is at least build a thing with a rope that has the dimensions of the Polo Grounds out in like Nebraska and just have the entire postseason in real life there. Second, bring everyone there. You can set up like a mini weird Burning Man type thing and just have fake Polo Grounds, as that is... Did Yamamoto really take off towards that? Like he was going to catch that? That was a... At least he gave up quickly.
Good reaction time. I mean, I think you want that from your catcher. Energy.
Hey, speaking of reaction time, 5-3 for out number 3 in the bottom of the 6th. Phillies still on top, 3-0 somehow after nothing wants to get over the fence. Head to the 7th, Gregorius, Hoskins, Hazley, due on up. Can any of them make me happy? Because at this point, I just want home runs. Oh yeah, metal bat, steroids required, Polo Grounds.
So also, Nola's name. I hope a Phillies fan has made a song for him, like to the tune of Lola.
Oh my God, there's actually
make one with Nola. I mean, Weird Al made a pairing with Yoda, but they got to make a Phillies fan got to make one with Nola. Such a good pitcher.
I'm trying to think. My arm is still a bit messed up, so I probably can't actually play the thing. I started learning a song called Nola before I was even getting into like the Phillies.
Actually, I was kind of making a joke. I didn't realize it's actually a song called Nola.
It's like a 100-year-old song. It's like the first song that was like popular. That it's a genre like ragtime, but not ragtime. It's novelty piano. But it's a really fun song.
3 balls, 1 strike.
I'm trying to remember. Wow, my piano's lagging really bad because it's hooked up to a sound card, and as I'm hitting it, stuff was delayed by like a third of a second? I'm going to have to look into that. Good thing I'm not playing this stretch live because that was really hard to actually play. And while I'm distracted, not able to play a song because my technology continues to fail me, both digital and body-wise. Reese Hoskins is stepping up with a runner on first.
Say we need to get like a reliever. Get load management.
Man, I have spent so much time fixing my computer this season at BotBall for various audio problems, usually the audio quality, and now I guess it doesn't matter because, like I said, my elbow's messed up, so I'm out of live for a while, but this is going to take me a while to figure out. This has never happened before. Interesting. Anyway, 1-1 the count. Will Reese Hoskins take a bad swing? No, he just won't swing. It's still a strike. Change up in the middle of the bottom of the zone. 1-2 the count. As I need to get back to focusing on the game at hand. That's outside, a little bit low the curveball. 2-2.
It's late night.
Yeah.
Ooh. I always wonder with organs if the baseball started at a later date, because the baseball started in like the late 1800s, if they would have an organ, because I don't, like, if it started today, I don't think they'd have the organ.
Oh, they would 1,000,000,000% not have the organ, which is a travesty.
The center fielder.
That's going to be a walk, though. Adam Hazley now coming back up with the chance to double the Phillies score with just a single swing of the bat. Please. Please, please, please.
You're going to get a position play. You're going to, like force, whoever's the channel right now, if it's Garrett, to put a position player as a pitcher just to get a home run.
Take control. I don't know if you can see his control, but someone needs to do something. Ooh, that's in the highway corner.
If they kept Baraki in, I'm sure they would have got a home run, but they did not keep Baraki in.
Well, I don't know. Stuff was being hit towards the ground. It was interesting. Ooh, swing and a miss. 0-2. Wait, I see no Shark. What was that in response to, EB?
I'm not sure. Maybe wanting a home run, because that would be the Buddha should be down 6-0 then.
I don't care who gets. Like, I literally don't care who gets the home run. It can be either team. I just want a home run. That's gonna miss. Barely outside. I would have said strike 3. They're saying ball 2.
That's why you're not the umpire back there. No, pretty close.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I mean, I apparently have too good of eyesight to be an umpire, because there have been things where when they do the replay, you're like, there is 0% chance that anybody that is capable at their job could mess that up. And ooh, that two-seamer is going to be hit, and that is going to be a double play that advances the runner to third.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So we are
The third baseman.
1 out away from a nice staple here at the Sky Dome, as that almost takes off Simeon's head.
It's a hard. I mean, that's why they've wanted the mask or the helmets for pitchers, because of the fact that such little time to react, and that it could be something that could really hurt. I mean, you've seen pitchers go down after being hit with ball up the middle, and
There
it's
could be
such.
some scary stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The helmet wouldn't help with everything, obviously, because like a ball hitting the arm, the helmet's not going to protect you from that. But
It's better than nothing.
We know about.
It's much better than nothing.
Yeah, the line drive to the head. Like you've seen what happens to those like fans and the kids in the audience or in the
If you
crowd
could-
who get hit with that, and you see, what happens and how it affects the players and how it affects just the outlook on the game, and that's why they put up protective netting. So that's the kind of logic behind it. I don't know. It would look kind of weird for a pitcher. Maybe they could make like a little metal thing in the cap instead, make it look a little bit more natural.
Yeah, I mean, it might look weird, but if they're... I don't know how I feel. I think safety's good, so 0-2 inside, not swung on 1-2. Yeah, I think that, when you have exit velocities that can be well over 100, 110 miles an hour, it's quite dangerous, and we've been lucky that more really bad things haven't happened considering how much baseball has been played. Like, it's almost a miracle there haven't been more really bad scenarios. That four-seamer's going to be hit, 3 and assisted to end the top of 7. Still 3-0, but get up, Blue Jays fans.
Good job, as always. I'm kind of hoping Gurriel hit a home run while it's happening and then see what happened there.
Ooh.
Change up, but nothing, just a strike.
I would have lost my mind. You would have heard me screaming off mic and scrambling to get back to my sounds, which I now will do because, ooh, that's going to be low away, not swung on, 2-1. Knuckle curve once more. Nola sent back out as he closes in on 100 pitches. That's going to be, oh my goodness. The way that arm went, I thought that was going to be thrown straight over Reese Hoskins' head, but no, that's now. We've seen so many errors from the Phillies on weird plays that should be routine that I was more nervous than I perhaps needed to be. It was a bit of a rowdy throw. And we're having Rowdy Tellez back up, 0-for-2 on his night. Takes a swing at an inside changeup, 0-1. Four-seamer, lofted lazily into right field. No threat of a ding-dong there.
So your reflection seemed like you were hoping for it for a second.
It's like I said, I'm rooting for a home run. I've been teased so much. They gave me the taste. They gave me the camera angle.
so
Danny.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I mean, sorry, just a little bit of a rant, but as a Yankees fan, I think a lot of times anytime a fly ball's hit, the fans react like it's a home run. It's annoying. But it's because they have so many power hitters. But like it'll be like a fly ball like straight to the center field. They'll be like acting like it's gonna be a 450-foot home run. But
yeah,
as long as you can't tell off the bat, especially with the sound.
Oh yeah, like there's a reason why it's hit and the guy will just start sauntering. Like there is a specific sound when you hit the sweet spot and you know your form is right. Like you can generally tell. Like I do find it funny when, people are like, oh, come on, and it's like, yeah, no. Sometimes there's stuff that's surprising because something just carries, or sometimes there's a strong breeze and, ooh, that is going to be an out. So, still 3-0. That was a pretty good inning for Nola. McCutchen, Kingery, Harrison do back up, but wow, that was expedient, especially considering how far into the ballgame we are. Are we going to see a full game from Aaron Nola? I don't think so. I hope not, but I also hope so.
I mean, you kind of... they could. I mean, also, remember, this game is super important. Their magic number is 1. It's probably going to be 0 after tonight, and they're going to be eliminated, but you need to win this game to at least stay in contention. You really have no chance, but
the Phillies bullpen is hot garbage.
You could pick up a miracle.
If the Phillies bullpen goes in, the Blue Jays won't really need a miracle because bad things happen. That 0-2 four-seam hit foul, stays 0-2. EB, yeah, I bet you do hope that the Phillies bullpen comes in. That's the one reason why I wasn't like very upset at him being set back in. That's going to be a 5-3, no error there. Out number 1 in the top 8. As we see Simeon back out for more work here. There's that starter comparison. 7 innings pitched compared to 5. 0 runs compared to 3. 2 hits compared to 8. 4 walks compared to 3. And 7 strikeouts compared to 6. So the strikeouts were really good overall, but honestly, it's just kind of surprising with everything that happened that there was only 3 across, because Barucki really did work out of a lot of jams and really did show some pretty good poise.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the curve for rookie expectations, it's a really good start. Normal expectation, that's a 6 ERA, but based on what we expected, pretty good.
Yeah, EB, all things considered, Barucki didn't do terribly, seeing how it's Barucki. Ooh, Boriyuki. That's
Right.
Darkstar, not me. But I still have to say it as Simeon Woods Richardson, 50th pitch of the night, coming up here, swung through, strike 2.
Usually he bore sucky.
I like Yucky a little better. Sucky sounds too harsh. Yucky has a nice charm to it. And no? Alright. And that's going to be a strikeout, drop, but thrown out. So now Josh Harrison.
Josh Harrison.
Stepping up with no one on and 2 away in the top of the 8th. Looking to get a little bit more cushion. They have 4 outs to get more runs. 2-seamer doesn't get in the zone, doesn't get swung on. 1-0. That 4-seamer's hit hard, and it is going to... My camera angle made it look like it was going over the fence. No, that's nowhere near the fence. And he tries to stretch it into the double, and he gets thrown out. So sure, why not? It's still 3-0. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. Grisha, Drury, and Bichette due on up for the Blue Jays, who, if they know it's good for them, better get a home run for multiple reasons. And Aaron Nolas coming back out. 105th pitch of the night is upstairs, towards the inside, ball 1. So pretty good chance to get a ding-dong, guys. It might be your 8-9-1, but come on.
I mean, Noah, he's going to reach his limit soon. I know he's the ace, but you don't want to put him too much and ruin his arm.
Oh, man. He swung a little
so
bit early.
So close to a home run, no.
He just needs to... If the timing is better on that, that's out of here, I feel like. And can't get the timing. I don't know if that had the juice on it. Felt like it was a bit high, not enough lateral movement towards the outfield, whatever. Not enough speed, and inside barely. I do think it's the right call. Yeah, even 2-2. And 2-seamer and foul, this time towards the first base side. Now can he really dial in the timing, the positioning? That's going to be low inside. Goodeye not swinging. Count full. Brandon Drury only has 5 home runs, so never too late to get number 6 when you come up, my guy. Just saying. I've got all these sound effects I want to use. Change up, hit for a single, blooped into right field. Good bit of small ball as that was Aaron Nola's 111th pitch of the night. Will they finally yank him? Are they going to say?
Yeah, they said someone's warming up yet? Nope.
No,
I wonder. So wait, if someone hits it inside
I have a prediction.
Are you play the sound effect?
I have a prediction.
Oh,
it's hit hard.
No.
God.
Enjoying late night.
Oh God, why? What have I done to deserve this? I've even encouraged. Am I monkey pawing myself? Am I not supposed to try to encourage people? Am I supposed to be like, nah, these people suck, they'll never get anything, and then they'll throw it in my face? Is this the reverse monkey paw? Man. Seriously, that is so many that... It's not just me, right? They do look like they're out of there.
Yeah, I mean... and Toronto... I feel like Toronto's a relatively big park in terms of their dimensions. Maybe it just feels that way because of just how the stadium is built, but it just does feel like those walls are a little bit farther than most stadiums.
So, 1-1, 1 away, 1 on. Number 1 man, Bo Bichette's 0 for 3 on his night. He's due. That's low outside, not swung on 2-1, but seriously, the man's due. Just send it over the fence. It won't tie it up, so it's okay.
Can't wait for someone to
Teach
rob
Joe Girardi a
that.
lesson, and it's hit hard. It's going.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Ding dong! Ding dong! Bong bong! Dong! Ding dong! Ding dong! Ding dong! Ding dong! Ding dong! Ah! Ah!
Now I gotta play the other one.
Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong. Ding dong, yo.
I am so. I'm waving my arms, and I don't know what to say. Thank you.
I hope
Finally.
you could save as a highlight, because that was pretty funny. And now they take him out.
Okay.
Close game now. I know we've been kind of like, just bantering because it's a 3-0 game. Now it's 3-2.
Does that count as me predicting it? Basically being like, yeah, you
You
can get.
predicted it for like the last 12 batters, so no.
So basically what you're saying, I predicted it, but it means nothing.
Victor.
Yeah,
'Cause
if they
I-
keep saying it, it loses legitimacy
It's-
each time.
Well, exactly.
signs
It
up
might
for
be an
Taurus.
illegitimate prediction, but it's still a prediction. As sorry, no Neris at the moment. It's Victor Arano, EB. Although
Next for the Blue Jays.
in the ninth we
The
could.
first baseman,
So you use 2 of your 3 right now?
No ball. One strike.
Junior.
Yeah, there's one more
So-
that it works good enough. It works better for the cycle, but I can't cut it up anymore. It would lose
Fair
its
enough.
integrity.
Oh,
It
two.
swings
So,
through 0-2.
yeah, open for another one, so you can use the third. I don't know what you could do if there's another home run after that. You can use it.
I'll just play the Freddie got fingered sample again.
Fair enough. Do a Mike Green bang.
Oh my goodness, the four-seamer against a swing and a miss. There we see Aaron Noll's line. 7 and a third innings pitch. 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. 4 base on balls, 7 strikeouts, 116 pitches. Just got left out a little bit too long, and that really messed up his sheet there. He should not have been put out that inning. It did get the ding-dong, which I like to see, but hot take, that was a bad move. There was no use in gonna be like, I wonder if this guy who's like going deep into his pitch count can just go several innings further without anything bad happening, as that is bringing us to the 1-1.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird decision to leave him out. I get you don't trust your bullpen, but you had an off day yesterday, so all your best arms are rested, so you can use all the best guys and save the not as good guys for when you're already eliminated.
Not to mention, he was having a good night, and now his sheet's not going to... I feel like it doesn't fairly reflect how well he pitched, because it was 116 pitches it took to give up a 2-run shot. Yeah,
He did have a
And it
few
was-
breaks, though. He had a couple double plays that helped him, a
fair.
couple of base
That's
running errors, so, it goes both ways.
Arano against a swing and a miss on the four-seam. Ooh. Anyway, we see the ding-dong finally happen. Needless to say, I was excited. It is now 3-2 Phillies on top of the Blue Jays. We are heading to the 9th inning, folks. And we're going to see Ryan Dull
Number 38.
hoping to make this inning dull for the Phillies, who potentially could use a little more cushion. And Bryce Harper, leadoff man, 2 for 4 with a double and a single.
Harper.
Probably not going to get the cycle here. First pitch inside with a 2-seam. Ball 1. Yeah, I can't say that the cycle is out of the picture, but things are going to be carried away. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Yes, it is!
Single, double, triple, home run. For the celebration, I'll shoot my gun.
After
All I have to say about that is, well, I want to play it again.
Yo, ding dong, man. Ding dong. Ding dong, yo.
I love it. Like, I'm honestly kind of at a loss for words. I guess this game kind of wanted to mess with me. 348-foot shot, 92.7 mile an hour exit velocity. A sluggish homer if there ever was one, but it doesn't matter. It just has to get over the fence, much unlike those other ones. So now JT Realmuto, 2 for 3 on his night, 2 singles and a run. Looking to get another ding dong.
See if there's another.
I will never be satiated. I could always use more home runs. That is not a home run. That's a 4-3 put out. I think he must have misheard me. I think he was going to say a ground into an out. So my bad. I'll talk more clearly next time. So now D.D. Gregorius, 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Coming on in. So far, the inning, anything but dull.
I was surprised you made that pun first. I was almost going to. I held back.
I couldn't hold back. I had to do it. A.J. Cole, Justin Miller warming up. Already. Strike 1 on Gregorius. What'll Dill bring here? He will bring that low and away with a 2-seamer. Swung on. Of course, no contact. 0-2 the count now. Swing and a miss. On the 4-seam. Out 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
I love Tardis's quote. He's a triple away from the cycle, which is like knowing all of the 2001 Sixers except Allen Iverson, or all of the members of Destiny's Child except Beyonce. It's a fair analogy. So now Rhys Hoskins, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI. Back up at the dish. That's going to be ball 1, low inside with a 2-seamer. Doesn't swing, surprisingly. I expected that cricket swing, golf swing type of stuff at that. Maybe that's why Dull delivered that. Has worked in the past. The Hoskins has shown some restraint. Oh, there we see a swing.
Very early swing.
Yep, that's the Hoskins I know.
That's weird. It's a fastball. Like, why would you? I guess if it's an off speed and you're swinging early, but it's not like it's a changeup or curveball. It's a fastball. You shouldn't be swinging early.
Yeah, and it felt like he fouled that one away on yet another early swing. So, yeah, he's an anomaly, and good eye. So 2-2, 2 away. Phillies up by 2. Toronto has 2. Hoskins 1 for 2. And that's just too bad for him. He, of course, swings and misses. Ooh, this one was fun. This was very fun.
Fans there. I don't know why.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's not like they're doing like a social seating there.
Now pitching.
Almost looks like it.
Let's just go with that. Let's just go with that there.
That will be the show, realistic.
They have limited capacity. Intentionally, hey, it's Hector Neris. I'm a little bit nervous. Teoscar Hernandez hasn't really had a whole lot of opportunity. 0 for 1 with 2 walks. It's going to be ball 1, 2-seamer, low towards the inside. So, yeah, there's such a little sample size when you just walk a guy that's like, does this hurt? Does this help? Like, regardless, I don't even know what to think of this at bat. That's up in the attic. 2-0. Takes a hack at the 4-seam, hits it foul. 2-1.
And Nair's tied for the 4th in the NL in saves, 42, which is a little bit surprising because they're not the 4th. They're around 500. You think there'd be a couple other guys ahead of him with so many teams, like 6 or 7 teams that are better in the NL, but
he's
just tied for 4th.
Ooh, man, and we see that nasty splitter that we fully expect to see out of Neris. He puts it on display there. 5 pitches records an out. Now 2 outs to get 2 runs or more for the Blue Jays.
As I mentioned today, it's a perfect graphic by the production team. I also mentioned Arizona and Cincinnati both need to lose tonight as long as the Phillies win, so the Phillies can stay alive.
And like I said, the Phillies are willed by some sort of Machiavellian higher power to eternally hover around 500. And it felt like maybe they were starting to slip. Granted, they could still mess this up here, but if they do pull this one out, it'll be a point proven. That's hit hard. I'm not going to get excited because that's a... Ooh, man, good hustle. Good Lord, Bryce Harper.
Now batting, number 44.
That's out number 2. He doesn't want to let that fall. And now, let's see if things can get rowdy here in the Sky Dome. Rowdy Pelez is 0 for 3. He is about due. High towards the inside, not swung on. 1-0. Ooh, and Neris backs him off with a 4-seamer, bit towards the inside, 2-0. As is tradition, let's see if he goes towards the other side of the plate. No, he goes towards that low inside corner, cannot hit it. It is now 3-0. Danny Jansen's on deck. He's got 20 ding-dongs, and if Rowdy gets on, we'll have the tying run at the plate. Oh, what do you know? A 4-pitch walk from Neris. Are you happy, EB? Is this what you wanted?
Number 9.
I think that's what he wants. Wonder if they pitch it for Drury if he ends up getting up this inning. Maybe put in, I don't know who you put off the bench, maybe Biggio. He's kind of had a pretty bad season, but maybe Reese McGuire's been on recently. I don't know. We'll see what happens if Drury ends up getting on. Let's see which guys it's going on first.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to read the mind of these, any of the BotBall managers ever. So, there have been very strange things, and that is going to be strike one hitting the inside of the zone with that splitter that has served him so well. Porterby has so many saves, and that splitter hit foul. 0-2. So 1 strike away from getting out of this game with a win and climbing closer to 500. 1 swing could also tie it up, and they're going to say that that hit the lower part of the zone, the splitter. So, folks, that's ball game. The Philadelphia Phillies visiting the Sky Dome. Take it 4-2 against the Toronto Blue Jays, and that was a wild, wacky game. There were times where it felt uneventful and times it felt very eventful, and I'm coming out of it perplexed and perhaps a little bit dizzy from the fact that the dingers finally came in rapid succession at the end after so much of a tease. Just a massive pent-up release all at once.
Yes. Very, very happy. Got to use all the calls, and Philadelphia got the win they needed. They were alive for now. Not going to be alive for much longer, but at least they can say tonight they didn't eliminate themselves.
On 11 hits, no errors. They left
no victory, and Harper with some nice numbers there.
For the Blue Jays.
And Darkstar saying phrasing, I'm well aware. Yeah, Bryce Harper, the obvious choice for player of the game. If Aaron Nola is not left out to give up the 2-run shot,
yeah,
he gets player of the game easy. So he got robbed.
So Harper didn't hit the home run the 9th. I wonder if they do give it to Nola instead of maybe they give it to Real Muto. I don't know.
But yeah. Honestly, you see though, JT Real Muto, 2 for 4. Josh Harrison, 2 for 4. I mean, there was some
11
decent
hits.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, the Phillies really did have a pretty good team show, and here we see this is what they're going to start with. Okay. Hoskins grounds to center for a single. I was kind of wondering if they were going to show the because wasn't it a first pitch single? Or am I crazy? I don't know. It was
I
so
don't
long
even
ago. It
know.
was so late. Top
That's
5,
precise,
sack
I mean.
fly. Oh man. Not the most necessary slide, but probably fun nonetheless. Pretty sure that got thrown right back at the pitcher here. Boom. Not a bomb, but does get the ribby. Phillies on top, 3-0 in top 5. And Bo Bichette, the Mandalorian himself, homers at center 407 feet.
The
That
Mandalorian?
made me... Yeah, I mean, like, Boba Fett, Mandalorian.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
there's his
it's...
nickname for a second. I'm very
No,
tired.
no. It should be, if you ask me. That's what I'll call him. But we were seeing Harper like, hey, I can do that too. I'm not going to lie. It's not the most impressive homer, but I will call it towering, and I'm going to say it probably just went very high and still leaked over the fence. So that would put it 4-2, and then Maris would not botch it. He would do what he does best. That splitter. Getting strikeouts. You see, strikes out looking on a splitter. Strike out looking on a splitter, and it was just beautiful. Beautiful. Man. Wild, wacky game indeed. Any takeaways for you from this? I honestly don't have a whole lot. That was just such a confusing game overall. Other than
Nola's
Aaron
very
Nola's good until you stretch him too much.
I mean, yeah, Nola's very good. Blue Jays, they need pitching. Because even with Ryu and Roark, it's like you don't have much after them. I mean, hopefully your young guys can develop. Hopefully you don't
Rocky
have
showed
Rocky
promise
near this
tonight.
game again next year. And, yeah, and also, Woods Richardson doesn't have a dash in his name for some reason.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I think that Barunki did, got 6 strikeouts, so needs to work on consistency, but he did show glimmers of hope. As I said during the game, somewhat of a bend don't break. He maybe show some cracks, break a little bit, but when you have 11 hits and you still hold it to just like what he did, it's
Philadelphia's been eliminated.
What?
Cincinnati beat Boston 5-1 apparently.
Ooh, D-backs win over San Francisco. Not playing
So-
down to their level. Love to see that.
So, Phillies, you were in it for like 5 seconds, and now you're gone. So,
Of course.
sorry guys.
I don't think anyone here at BotBall is surprised by that.
No, I mean the Phillies, they have so much talent, they have so much star power, but like their pitching is pretty bad. So,
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
we're into
they're-
night mood now. So I guess we could be signing off.
Yeah, I should probably get going to bed because I've got a long day tomorrow in the booth. It's
Yes,
my own
you do.
doing. It'll be fun. Gonna be doing back-to-back games with J-Man, and then gonna be with Adam Gotkin in the After Dark slot. So I definitely enjoyed doing this call with you, Mike. Hopefully we can get another one in at some point before the season's over. But yeah, it's been a great time to everyone watching still. Thanks for joining us, and I'm Shark Shavery, signing on off.